OK, some breaking news. Michael Bridge joins me with this. We've now got the 6 leading contenders for the Men's PFA Players Player of the Year. This is the one that's voted for by the players themselves, so it's a really prestigious one. Michael, let's start, shall we, with Ryan Cherki, one of these nominees. What an impact he's made at Manchester City this season. Yeah, absolutely, especially that second half of the season, playing a real part of Manchester City going for the title, but of course Arsenal win it in the end. But he does finish the season winning a Carabao Cup, finishing the season with an FA Cup as well. But you can see, look, it's very all but confirmed that Enzo Maresca, but you can see what talent this guy has. He's still young and he clearly is going to be a central figure to Manchester City going forward. He's only 22 and he has shown such talent already, and you see that incredible goal there against Arsenal. That was the game where people thought, as the tide turned for Manchester City, not so in the end. It does go to Arsenal, but there's no doubt he's going to be a key player for Manchester City. It's easy to forget how young he is as well, isn't it? Bruno Fernandes, he's already won the Football Writers' Footballer of the Year award. He's been a shining light, hasn't he, for Manchester United this last season? Well, is Bruno Fernandes the best signing from the post-Sir Alex Ferguson era? Stats and everything about him makes me feel that that is certainly the case. He is Mr. Assists, breaking the assist record, the captain of Manchester United. He might have maybe a bit of criticism from ex-Manchester United players, but he has been central to what Manchester United and Michael Carrick have done this season. Man United not in Europe this season. Absolutely unheard of. But they're not only back in Europe, Hannah, they're back in the Champions League. Now, many thought it should have gone to potentially Declan Rice with the Football Writers, but it did go to Bruno Fernandes, and worthy in this final 6 for the Men's PFA Player of the Year. And, of course, it wouldn't be a top 6 without Erling Haaland, would it? No, and what a week it's been discussing... He's not going to Real Madrid. No, and what a story that was. But once again, of course, no Pep Guardiola next season at Manchester City. It's going to look, it's so strange. But what will look even more strange if you don't see Manchester City with Erling Haaland. But that's been quickly quashed by Manchester City. And Cherki, just like his teammate, will be key. Erling Haaland, again, just like Cherki, still young, still so much more to come from him. And I'm looking forward to seeing him. Norway finally back in major international tournaments, so he will be at the World Cup. But Erling Haaland, another great season for him. But again, like Cherki, didn't win the Premier League, but did win domestic honours, win the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. I'll tell you who did win the Premier League. These 3 down the bottom. 3 title winners from Arsenal in the Men's PFA Players Player of the Year top 6. Let's start, shall we, with the Arsenal defender Gabriel. Arguably, not even that arguably, one of the best defenders in the Premier League this season by far. Yeah, I mean, finishing the season with heartbreak, missing that decisive penalty in the Champions League final. However, day later, celebrations in the red half of North London, and Gabriel was a central figure to everything good about Arsenal. He's been a phenomenal signing, alongside William Saliba, absolute rocks at the back for Arsenal. And even though Arsenal have an abundance of talent in defence, they've got great strength in depth, whenever Gabriel is missing, it just doesn't feel the same. He is absolutely central to what Arsenal do, and he'll be central to what Mikel Arteta does. Maybe an Arsenal 2.0 going forward. We talk about Arsenal's style of play. Maybe is Arteta going to tweak it? One thing he's not going to tweak is Gabriel in that 11. Probably not going to tweak his goalie either. David Raya, what a season he had. Unbelievable. Coming from Brentford, we weren't sure, of the pressure of playing for Arsenal. Of course, Arsenal had Aaron Ramsdale. And it was Mikel Arteta saying it in a load of press conferences, how bad he felt to dislodge Aaron Ramsdale, to bring in David Raya. But it was a great decision. David Raya has been outstanding for Arsenal. And you can talk about forwards all you like. If you don't have a good defence, you haven't got a chance of winning the title. And right at the very start, David Raya in goal is absolutely key to Arsenal, and there is no doubt no one is dislodging David Raya at Arsenal. You know what they say? Defence wins championships, so that's what they say over the pond anyway. Declan Rice as well. Hard to imagine at this point an Arsenal side without a minute. Declan Rice was
a £100 million bargain. I remember during the summer, Manchester City coming in, and it looked like big money. How ambitious were Arsenal Football Club? Can they spend £100 million on one player? Yes, they can, and they did with Declan Rice. He is worth every penny and some. I sometimes forget he's not the Arsenal captain. And he was on the floor, wasn't he, at the Etihad, saying, it's not done, it's not done. And he's right, it wasn't done. They went on to win the Premier League title. And Declan Rice, again, I'll go back to it, just like Gabriel, just like David Raya, will be key to Arsenal going forward. And as I say, he feels like the Arsenal captain most of the time. He's not the Arsenal captain. I'd imagine him being Arsenal captain one day. And after Harry Kane, will he be England captain? It wouldn't surprise me. That 6 is a phenomenal 6.
It is a brilliant top 6, and the winners will be announced at the PFA Awards as well in the next few weeks.